What about food? Where would you want to eat? Honestly, I think it would be nice to just make our own meal. Something about making your own meal, I feel, would be a better bonding experience. I never knew you were so sentimental. I bet the four from when we first arrived would never say anything like this. I suppose I've learned to be a bit more open, especially thanks to loudmouths like Maya, are you writing on your hand? Huh? Me? What? No way. No, I'm not just... Look, you might be describing your perfect date, and I'm not just, nonchalantly taking notes. This is a pencil. I'm literally carving it into my skin. Good day. Good people, it is another fine day. In the year of the Aviator. Your United States Aviator is here once again with more Hyper Danganronpa H20, Abandon All Hope, and it is episode 9. We just had a lovely family dinner last episode, and first of all, if you really... like, from the bottom of my heart, if you missed last episode, be sure to go and check it out first, because there was some major baggage dropped in the family dinner, and it was just a nice time. It was a very heartfelt good time. And I just feel like everyone needs to see it. Especially if you for some reason don't like 4 yet, I feel like that'll be like the closing point. You're like, alright 4, you're okay. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and let's take this. From, I guess we just woke up. Let's go ahead to the aquarium. And there's 4. How you doing, 4? Hey 4, that was a great meal you made yesterday. I didn't know you could cook so well. I wouldn't say it's a specialty of mine, it's just I'm good at following a recipe. That's all you really need to be good at for cooking, following a recipe and paying attention to what's going on in the kitchen. If you don't burn anything, you can be a great chef. Ash's ingredients also help significantly. He's a pretty good gardener. You know, I used to really not like him, but he hasn't been as much as a prick lately. Good for him, I suppose. Just be careful who you trust, alright? Got it. Okay. That also seemed like terrible foreshadowing. I keep saying that because I have Ash as the murderer this time. It's just, I don't know how, and since it's chapter 5, I feel like it's going to be hypnosis, and they keep throwing him at me. They keep throwing him at me, so I just keep getting more and more worried. Because I want to be wrong. I'd like to trust Ash. I didn't know you were such a good gardener. Yeah. I guess it's a secret talent of mine. Glad you liked it. Alright, that was real. Guys, I really don't. I don't trust him right now. I don't, and I want to, but I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're all here. Morning, folks. I'm stuffed. You really put the hurt on those steaks, bro. You know me. I'm like a wild fucking animal. Put a chunk of meat down in front of me, and it'll be gone before you know it. Stop being all cute with me. Hey, you know I can't turn off my charm, it's genetic. Are you two nerds flirting or something? Get a room. Flirting? What? No way. Yeah, no way. There's nothing wrong with calling your bro cute. Exactly. Okay. Anyway. You're flirting. Anyway, do we have anything on the agenda for today, or do we just proceed as usual? I don't have anything to say. I'm probably just gonna be working in the garden. Might as well get more veggies in case we have another big meal. I think I've got something to say. What is it? So I've been thinking about some of the stuff that 4 and Koji have said about gender not being what you're born as. And I don't think I've ever really felt like a boy. Not all the way, at least. And I don't really think I'm a girl either. I think I'm sort of just neither. Alright, so do you want us to start using they and them for you instead? Huh? You can do that? Yeah, I know plenty of people that don't subscribe to a particular gender, so they just use they and them since it's neutral. I kinda like that actually. So if it's okay, I'd like you to start using those for me. I can do that. Yeah, if that's what you want, then I'm down. Do you know if you want to go by a different name? You don't have to, but there's no shame in using a name you're more comfortable with. I think I'm fine with Oliver, thank you, because I would have accidentally called you Oliver for like the next like 4 interactions and I would be like, no, stop, that's not your name anymore. But I can transition, you're they/them now. Yep, I love you. Good on you, Oliver. I'm glad you have come to that conclusion about yourself. Good on you, homie. At this point, I don't really associate it with a particular gender, I sort of just associate it with me, if that makes sense. That makes sense. Of course, understood. Hey, I'm proud of you for telling us. Yeah, thanks for putting trust in us. Hehe, thanks guys, I really appreciate it. Oliver looks pleased, with a huge smile on their face. See, look, it's just like, everyone's getting so much character development. After we all finish talking, we go our separate ways. Looks like I've got some time to kill. It is. Free time. Yes, it is. Alright, so Koji and Hunter are in the aquaponics room. Ash is in the garden. 4 and Leona are on floor 5, and... Okay, so thank goodness they're all on floor 5. So I can just go up there and decide. Okay, so... we had a couple of big bombshells drop. And they were for 4 and Oliver. Oliver's definitely was not as big as a bombshell because it was just like, alright, I understand if you don't really... I need to also put the mouse there. See, I see it sometimes, you guys. If you don't feel like you're one or the other, you can definitely go by they or them. Gender neutral. We're here. So I do want to talk to Oliver. I want to talk to 4. And then the last one's a toss-up, because I could go down and talk to Ash in the garden, or I could talk to my boys. I feel like one of my boys is going to die, is my biggest concern. So I might hang out with them while they're together, potentially for the last time. So let's start with you guys first. So what are you guys doing? I'm making 4 describe the perfect first date. We're in this life or death game, and we're all just like, so dating, right? I guess we're all teenagers. Yeah, that's the teenage mind. Let's continue. Emphasis on making. I have no choice in the matter. So, what kind of person would you want to go on a date with? I suppose she would have to be someone I can easily talk to. I guess that's really it, in all honesty. And where would you go? Not somewhere crowded. I would want it to just be me and whoever it is. Don't you get embarrassed in, do you get embarrassed in crowds or something? I suppose. What about food? Where would you want to eat? Honestly, I think it would be nice to just make our own meal. Something about making your own meal, I feel, would be a better bonding experience. I never knew you were so sentimental. I bet the 4 from when we first arrived would never say anything like this. I suppose I've learned to be a bit more open, especially thanks to loudmouths like Maya, are you writing on your hand? Huh? Me? What? No way, no, I'm not just... Look, you might be describing your perfect date, and I'm not just, you know, nonchalantly taking notes. And this is a pencil, I'm literally carving it into my skin. I gotta go. Anyway, bye. Yep, toodaloo. After eavesdropping on 4's discussion, I went back to my room. Thank you. Time to kill. Let's continue. So we're gonna go aquaponics room and meeting room. But I think we're gonna go to the meeting room first, because we don't hang out with Oliver enough, and after that bombshell, I was like, maybe it could be Oliver. Maybe they could really be the one to go this chapter. At first I was thinking maybe it's 4 and maybe she could be gone, but Oliver, I don't know, after that bombshell, I don't know. I'd like it to not be anybody, because I like all of the characters now, unfortunately, and that sucks. That sucks quite a bit. Let's continue. Alright, so meeting room, and we're gonna talk to our homie. Oliver, how do you do? You doing alright after this morning? Yeah, I feel great. I didn't expect everyone to be so supportive. At the very least, I thought Ash would have been weird about it. I mean, as of late, Ash has been surprisingly not terrible. I guess he's just the kind of person who has a tough shell, but is nice once you get to know him. I'd say you're like that too. Hey, I guess I was pretty harsh when we first got here, but can you blame me? I guess not. We were all strangers, and considering what we were told to do, or what we were told we had to do, most people wouldn't be very trusting. I guess I'm used to putting my faith into people around me. I wish I could be more like that. I don't think I ever actually had any friends before I came here. Really? Not one? Nope. Not only was I super sheltered, I was extremely shy. When I did get the chance to talk to people, I was so scared to do it. But I like being around people like you. I think being around people like you has helped. I think I'm willing to finally come out of my shell. Then I'm glad I got the chance to be one of your first friends. After talking to Oliver, I went back to my room. I'm so he's gonna die. They're gonna die. I'm sorry. Oliver. Now that you have a smiling sprite, I'm like, okay, you're not terrible. This also feels like it's not gonna be... That's what's bothering me. It feels like it's not gonna be 3 free times. But we don't have a motive yet, so maybe it will be. You know? Maybe we'll have one morning meeting, a motive, a free time, then a murder. That might be more accurate. Why am I going into here? I'm not. I'm going to the aquaponics room. That's up top. And to the left. There it is. And there are my boys. How do you guys do? Hey, so I've been thinking about how everyone's been kind of coming out with stuff lately, and I just wanted to ask. Do you remember when that big scandal I was involved with a few years back? Not really. I never paid attention to that kind of thing. Not much attention, anyway. I'm sure you remember it, right? Yeah, I felt so bad for you. What happened? So you know, I'm sort of a public figure, being a celebrity and all that. Well, part of that means that people have cameras and microphones pretty much up my ass all the time. I could never catch a break. There'll always be tabloids and stuff theorizing on who I was dating, making some big deal whenever I was hanging out with someone who happened to be a girl. But then they found out somehow that I wasn't going on dates with girls, nor was I interested. They found out that I was going out with guys, and it became the biggest news story. It was all over magazine covers, and everyone had to throw their opinions into the ring, and even though I didn't have a say in it. It was like I didn't even have any agency over my own life. With stuff like that, you want to come out on your own terms, right? That choice was basically ripped away from me. Everyone always talks about wanting to be known, well-known. I feel like I need to talk to Ash, because I feel like I want to know specifically about him, too, if everyone's doing... I don't know. Continue, Hunter, I'm sorry. But being in the public eye just makes you feel trapped most of the time. After that, I stopped dating altogether. You know how much of a sap I am, right? But I don't want to look for romance if every detail is going to be on TV. But after meeting everyone here, I made a decision. What is it? If I get out of here, I'm not going to try to stray away from it. It's my life, and I'm not going to let some gossip-hungry reporters control me. I can live the life I want, and and if anyone tries to tell me I can't, then fuck them. Yeah, good on you, Hunter. I'm proud of you, bro. No matter what, I'll be sure to stick by your side. This whole thing sucks, but I'm glad I met you. Same. If I got anything out of this whole experience is that I got the chance to meet you. Looks like they're having a bro moment. After ducking out of that, I go back to my room. Now on the way back, I got the sudden urge to go somewhere. I feel like I need to go to the aquarium. Marie's final resting place. What even happened to her body? When I arrived, to my surprise, someone was already there. Maya, what are you doing here? I guess I just felt like coming here, if that makes sense. Weird, I got that same urge. I guess this was a fated meeting? Before I can respond, I hear the door open. What are you guys doing here? What are you doing here? I saw you two come in, so I figured I'd see what's up. Mine I'd wanted to come here. The aquarium is quite relaxing. Quite the relaxing spot, you know? Huh. Yeah, I guess you're right. Is it alright if I just chill here? I don't mind. Alright then, I'm gonna sit down. I sit down too, and 4 follows suit. Hey Maya. What is it? You seem to be talking to a lot of people and learning about them, but I haven't heard you talk about yourself much. What's the deal with that? That is something that I actually wanted to know. She hasn't talked too much about herself and her identity. I guess I don't really have that much to say. Hunter and I have told people about our past, so isn't it fair that you tell us about yours? Sure, I guess. It's nothing exciting, though. I was always sort of the rambunctious kid, never stood still, did things on my own time. I eventually got diagnosed with a hyperactive disorder, and my parents were real intent on having me on my meds. They were all real sticklers for what it is and isn't. Wait. They were all real sticklers for what is and isn't proper. It was pretty annoying. So, did you take your meds? Nah, I didn't need them. My parents are these fancy business people, so they left to go to some other country for work, and left me with my grandparents, so this is where the grandparents come in. I didn't mind not having my parents around to scold me all the time, and my grandparents were too senile to tell me what to do. That was when I started getting into coffee brewing. There was this cafe near me, and it was the nicest place. I'd go there all the time. Over time, I developed an interest in preparing coffee and got a part-time job there. I'd research how to gauge the proper measurements for different ingredients, and what kind of beans to use and how many. I even picked up a habit of figuring out how people liked their coffee just by looking at their face. The cafe became pretty well known, and people would come from all over town to see the girl who could make the perfect cup of coffee. Eventually the Freedom Academy scouts discovered me, and you guys know the rest. So I guess that's my backstory, nothing super exciting. Able to tell what their coffee, able to tell how people want their coffee just by looking at them, that's pretty impressive. I guess you really are intuitive. I was gonna say, she really does pick up on everything, Hunter. Everything. Seems like you always pick up on the tiniest things. Hey, yeah. I can't pay attention in class, but I can tell exactly how many ceiling tiles there are, and what kid in the front does with his hand when he needs to pee. I used to wonder how you were able to do so well in the trials, but now I have a good understanding. You have a way of picking up on things that others don't. You're a pretty remarkable person, Maya Kanzania. We talk a bit more until all of us are worn out. I return to my room and fall into my bed, exhausted. That was nice. I appreciate that. Well, kid, we had a good run, but this may be... Well, what? This may be the last time I ever see ya. Remember that even when things seem tough, you can persevere. Even if nobody believes in you, believe in yourself. Keep on fighting the good fight. I wake up feeling oddly empowered. So that might be the last Kurokuma Theater? I guess you never really sleep. Between Chapter 5 and Chapter 6, things just go down. Okay. Things are about to go down. Interesting. That's really interesting. Let's save. Yep, save. Continue. Hey Maya, I want you to meet me tonight in the incinerator room. I don't like that. Huh? Why? I need to talk to you in private. We're in private right now. Alright, I guess. I don't like that. Oliver, I don't like that. I also don't like that we all had a feeling to go to talk together. Morning, Maya. Morning. Hey, is it just me, or has the general atmosphere been really nice lately? Yeah, I noticed that too. I guess all of us have finally bonded. This is strange. I'm not a fan. Morning, Look! long time no see. Did you miss me? What do you want? I think you all know what I'm here to do. Let me guess. Motive, right? No motive can get us to kill each other. We're all too close now. Oh? What if some of you were lying to everyone else? Lying? What do you mean? Don't believe him. He's just trying to trick us. Quite the contrary. I'm about to present some completely factual information. So all of you were going to be in the same class at Freedom Academy, right? Wrong. 2 of you were never supposed to be in this class. And they're still... Wait. 2 of us were never supposed to be in this class, and they're still alive. That's good to know. Huh? Who? Who are they? I'll tell you who they are. 4 says, Ash and I are the ones who weren't supposed to be in this class. Huh? What is this? What? What are you talking about? To tell the truth, I'm a member of the class that comes before you guys. So, you're a whole year above us. How did you get here? Simple. I infiltrated this class. But why? Did you know all of this would happen? I'm sorry, I can't say too much. Well, what about Ash? What's his deal? He works for Freedom Academy. I remember him from the year that I went there. Wait, where did he go? He ran off. Don't worry, I'll find him. Wait, 4? 4 bolts out of the room to find Ash. What the heck is going on? What now, guys? I guess we continue. What do you mean we continue as normal? Nah, no, that's not what we do. To the best of our abilities, at least. Everyone begins to feel. I should have hung out with Ash. I should have hung out with Ash last time, because I'm not going to be able to hang out with Ash this time. I guess I'll just proceed until 4 and Ash show up. We got some time to kill. And it did not tell us where anybody is this time. That worries me. Alright, yeah, we'll continue for you guys. This will be a longish... Oh. The 4 of us are here. I wonder if I could go around and find Ash. No, we can't even leave. We can't leave here. I'll go this way, or this way rather, for you guys. Last free time before somebody dies. Who I can only assume will... I don't really know. I feel like it... I don't know at all. I feel like Leona's safe. Well, for this free time, I need to hang out with Hunter and Oliver, because both of them dropped some major news. So let's do this. Hang out with Hunter. Hey Maya, what do you think 4 is doing? I'm not sure. I don't really know what's going on anymore. Apparently, she was in the class above us. Does that mean she spent a whole year at Freedom Academy? I wonder what it was like. They say that Freedom Academy has a wonderful campus and the living conditions are better than any other school in the whole world. It's supposed to be the perfect environment for honing your talents. So she got to do that. I wonder if she got held back or something. That's a good question. She doesn't seem like the type. She seems pretty smart and knowledgeable. She might have just been lazy, who knows? I don't know. Did she willingly infiltrate our class knowing what would happen? Did she know about all of this? I want to believe in her, but I just don't know. I hope that she explains everything when she turns up again. I want to know what's going on. That line right there, when she turns up again, has like horrible foreshadowing vibes, so I hope it's not 4 who dies this chapter. Hopefully everything will make sense soon. After talking to Hunter, I went back to my room. Looks like I've got some time to kill. I'm gonna talk to Oliver too, because Hunter and Oliver both dropped some major news this chapter, and I don't know if either one is gonna survive. So Oliver, what's up? Hey Maya, what do you think the deal is with Ash? What do you mean? According to 4, he worked for Freedom Academy, right? Is that supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing? Does Freedom Academy have some kind of secret goal? That may be true. That sounds a lot like Hope speaking their secret goals. Cough, cough, cough. What was his job anyway? You don't think he's some kind of spy? He could be. I guess he seems like he could be the type. Not to mention his talent. Yes, his talent sounds like it could be used for some shady stuff. Some shady business, as they say. If he's our enemy, that sounds like it could be, pretty bad. Hypnosis is already a pretty dangerous talent, and he's the best in the world. The best in the world! I guess we should stay on the lookout. Hopefully he's on our side. Yeah. Oh yeah, and don't forget to meet me in the incinerator room later. Why do you want to talk in the incinerator? Why do you want to talk in secret? Wait, oh. I feel like this is supposed to be a my line. Why do you want to talk in secret anyway? It's a secret? I guess. After talking to Oliver, I went back to my room, and I still got a little bit more free time. So, between Leona and Koji, I feel like Leona's the safe character. Is she? No, I feel like Koji's in danger of dying, so I feel like I'm going to talk to Leona. So hey, how's it going? Hey Maya, is it just me, or does it feel like everything is starting to come to a close? It does feel like that. Yeah, it feels like everything is ending. I wonder if that's good or bad. Hopefully we can figure out what's going on without anyone else dying, right? Right? Well, there's 2 more episodes, or I guess 3 more episodes after this one, so, don't know about that one, Leona. You can hope all you want, but hope leads to despair. Yeah, when we get out, what do you think you're gonna do? I think I'll continue my work as usual, but I think it'll be a bit different. After all this, I think I'll be even better. It's like I've lived 1,000 lives in here, you know? Yeah, I get it. After everything we've gone through, it's like we're all different. I think if I get out, the stories I write are going to be more real. They say that the more life experience you have, the better of a writer you are. Maybe it's something like that. I might try branching into different genres too. Maybe some horror? This has really been a horror experience. A psychological horror for me. I guess when I get out, I need to get up to date with the stuff you've written. Hehe. I can even get you autographed copies. What a champ. After talking to Leona, I went back to my room. And it looks like it's time to go meet with Oliver. Alright, let's go. Oh, it's taking me there? I make my way to the incinerator room. I don't like that. I really don't like that it's taking me to the incinerator room without me walking there. That feels like something's waiting for me. I have something to tell you. What is it that it has to be such a big secret? As I'm sure you know by now, things are looking like they're coming to a close. I know something about Freedom Academy. That's a death flag right there, my mans. Well, what is it? Freedom Academy isn't owned by the government, but a corporation. That corporation is NHC, which stands for... What was that? Sounds like it came from outside? Should we check it out? I guess. It was pretty loud. I turned around, facing the door with Oliver standing behind me. I opened the door and we both checked to see what's outside. Oh no. We were naive. Somebody is dead. We all felt like just because we had gotten closer, nothing could happen to us. We're all friends now. We have an unbreakable bond. We can get out of this without anyone else dying. How wrong we were. The proof lay right in front of us. Really? Really? You? Well, that throws my prediction completely off. Sucks for me. Okay, oh man, alright. Ash, really? He was just becoming a fantastic human being. Ash's body covered in blood, a huge knife jutting out of his chest, as if it had manifested in front of the door. It happened again. Another death. Another murder. Another class trial. Is it really just gonna end? Interesting. Okay. Well then. That completely ruins all of my predictions. I had Ash being the killer in this one, so unless he ended himself, and I also had Hypnosis going into play. Also, how was there a loud thump? As if he were falling. When the meeting room is on the... No, we're in the... I thought we were in the meeting room. We're not. Because I was like, secret meeting, we're in the meeting room. We're in the incinerator room. So clearly he had fallen from the top area to the bottom area. Even after the big reveal, I felt like Ash wasn't going to die. But here we are now, knife in chest, body on ground. 4 seems to be the most logical suspect, but... And I really can't see it being anyone else in that case. And we didn't hear any arguing, so I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it almost has to be a suicide. Unless... Maybe he was like hypnotizing, using the power of suggestions into making us believe he was a pretty nice guy, so we would all side with him, kind of side with him during the murder. Maybe this is a trap. This is a trap. This has got to be a trap. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna record in a day or two, but I'm calling it now. This is Ash's trap. He works for Freedom Academy, and he's trying to see if we can escape his trap that is designed to get us all killed. Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Aviator is taking off in this flying Dandy and the Aviator. Toodaloo, flight crew. I'm interested to see what happens next time.